everyone, this is Kevin Goatee from Amazon's Comics Watching Comics. You're listening to This Freakin' Show.
What's up, everybody? I am Travis.
And I'm Cartoon Joe.
And welcome to another episode of This Freakin' Show. It is a weekly podcast with a little bit of something and a whole lot of nothing. The same weekly podcast. Holy fuck! I can't do it, Joe.
I'm sorry.
I can't do it, man. It's my own fault. I didn't follow the proper process of the new intro. And I
probably didn't help that my mic was on mute when I tried the intro.
I knew you were.
Threw me off too.
It was on me because normally, we go with the whole This Freakin' Show part. I am Travesty. I wanted to spice it up a little bit. Do it kind of like a throwback to earlier season 3, if you will. But that's on me. Plus, it's a little different that Awkward Comics not here to have that little middle segue between you and I.
I know. Throws things off.
Plus, that is, you did say Cartoon Joe this time.
I know. I was thinking about it a lot.
Right?
Trying to make sure I remembered.
Oh, God. But this episode of This Freaking Show is brought to you by Audible.com. That's right. The one-stop shop for audiobooks. If you go to Audible, holy fuck, what was it? audibletrial.com/freaknet, you get a 30-day free trial of Audible.com. Plus, you get 2 free credits to get 2 free audiobooks during your 30-day free trial. And that's a gift from us to you guys just for giving it a shot. Now, I'm not a big fan of reading. I don't like reading, but I do like stories. And the best way for me to enjoy a good story is to use audio books through Audible. So again, you go to audibletrial.com/freaknet and get a 30-day free trial. Gift from us.
It's honestly fantastic. You can get, I believe, 1 free book with that 30-day trial.
It's 2. It is 2 now.
Oh, it's 2 now. Oh,
yeah,
damn.
Yeah,
That's fantastic.
They upped their game on the 30-day free trial because they really want people to enjoy this opportunity. I already got my 2 free books, so I'm super excited to listen to them on my long drive to work.
That's legit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love Audible. I really enjoyed my subscription to it for a time.
Yeah, I did. I did a lot of audiobooks through Amazon, and then I come to find out that Audible is an Amazon company.
Mm-hmm.
So the bonus part is, like, even after the 30-day trial, and if you choose to keep it and go on forward with it, you continue to buy books, and it just adds to your library.
Mm-hmm. So. Yeah, they've also, I know we need to move on to the other ads, but they've also added a bunch of new features where they have, like, Audible original programming, so to speak, and they've got, you can get a couple of other free stories a month. It's really, really, they've really upped their game. I'm actually quite impressed.
Yeah, and the one thing I realized about it, I didn't know about until I got the 30-day free trial, just by going to audibletrial.com/freaknet, is that there's books. I think it's kind of just like what you said. There's books that's designated only to Audible. Like I got this book for the Rise and Fall World Championship Wrestling, and it's an exclusive for just Audible. So it's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So this freaking show is also brought to you by wearedapperties.com. If you want a high-quality knit tie for the low, low price of just $15, plus free shipping on your order with the use of the discount code Freakin, that's FREAKIN, head on over to wearedapperties.com. It's a great product. It'll make you look sharp as hell. I don't know what to tell you. $15 for a tie. It's great. As a tie guy myself, that is a very inexpensive tie at $15, and it'll last forever. And even if it doesn't, it was only $15. You can get another one, and it's free shipping. It's tough to beat. So head on over, wearedapperties.com, discount code Freakin. It's freaking without the G.
That's right. You know, it's weird to think that after like all these years, we still gotta tell people to drop the G on the Freakin.
I know.
It's crazy because I still get people who tell me, it's like, yeah, I've been trying to find your podcast. I've been trying, to find you on Facebook, but I just can't find them. Like, well, what are you searching? They're like, this freaking show. I'm like, how you spelling freaking? Like Freaking. I'm like, no, it's not freaking. It's freaking. Freaking.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking. I mean, I had one person thought it was frickin', like Fricken. And I'm like, nah, I can't do that. Yeah.
Ugh,
It's weird.
who
It's
knew?
weird. Yeah, it's weird to think though that well, we're in June right now of 2019, and in about 4 months we're gonna hit the 4 year mark of this show coming alive.
That's amazing.
Right? Time flies, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Time sure flies. But I gotta tell you also, it's an amazing thing when it comes to the internet because I mean, where else can you go and buy a high quality tie and have it shipped to your house for free, and also download a free book to enjoy while you wait for that tie to come in?
I'm with you.
It's nuts. You never have
I'm
to
with
leave
you.
the house.
Yeah, imagine yourself in your study
Hmm.
having a book read to you while you look fancy in your dapper tie. I
Right?
mean, or head on over to the Fire Pit Bar and Grill, listen to your book,
Fire
wear your tie, look nice. Head over there on a what is it, a Monday or a Wednesday for a
Mm-hmm.
burger and a beer for just what, $6.99 or $7.99, something like that.
$7.99.
Still
Seven
under
ninety
ten
nine.
bucks for a meal and a beer.
That's right.
Fantastic.
That's right, because it's not only just like their canned domestic beer. You can also get a draft. They got
Hmm.
Sweetwater Blue there, and it's amazing. Joe, I don't know if you ever had their Sweetwater Blue beer
That's the
there.
one where they put the blueberries in it, right?
They put the blueberries in it. That's right.
So good,
It is
so
very
good,
good, so good. Plus,
refreshing.
right, antioxidants from the blueberries.
Mm-hmm.
Right, that guy even just said he's not sure he understands.
I know.
It's nuts, right? Just think about it: a burger and beer for just $7.99 on Monday and Wednesday. Plus, because of the weather being so nice, they have the patio open, and they got live music that plays all the time. Every other Sunday, you got a jam band out there. Maybe one day, Friday night, Saturday night, maybe a Thursday, Wednesday, who knows? Any day you go there. Maybe you just want to sit outside right next to their fire pit and read. Follow along with the audiobook.
Absolutely.
Where
And
you're at.
maybe if you didn't want a burger to go along with your beer, is there any deal on, like, I don't know, chicken wings maybe?
Now that you mention that, Tuesday they have 75-cent wings,
How about that?
right? And they got the Parmesan garlic kind, which I
Oh,
think is
oh,
one of
oh,
the
oh.
biggest favorites of like any wing place. They got a buffalo wing, which they are traditional buffalo wing, but the thing is, they use their own buffalo sauce made in house, right there.
Mm, it's
It
so
is
good too.
delicious.
It's
Yeah.
such a good buffalo sauce.
And the crazy
Oof.
thing is too, if you're like me and feel old as shit, you gotta love bingo, right? You
Yeah,
got it. They got bingo there on Thursdays. And you know what? It's free.
free bingo. That's
Free
great.
bingo every Thursday. It's wonderful.
So there's something always going on there. It sounds like.
Absolutely. Always. And they have monthly specials, food, they have different things. I know during like St. Patrick's Day, they got like corned beef and stuff like that. I think in April they had like jambalaya. They always got frog legs for those people who want to be adventurous,
Mm.
or who is a huge fan of swamp people.
Lord knows I am.
My God, just a plethora of options there. And the funny thing is, you guys learned about all of this here on this freaking show, the
That's right.
weekly podcast with a little bit of something and a whole lot of nothing. It's nuts. It's nuts, Joe.
It is. It's absolutely
It's nuts.
ridiculous.
Joe, how have you been, man? It's been about a week since we touched base. How's everything?
Pretty good. I'm I got nothing new. Got nothing new.
Not exciting.
Not really. Nothing beyond the news from last week that we've got a place, but we can't move into it till the end of the month. So until that happens, it's just kind of a holding pattern. But
Gotcha. You did decide on a place.
we did. We
'Cause
we
I know
applied
there.
for it. We got it and everything.
Yeah, 'cause I know there were kind of like two up in the air then, but you came to the decision on the first one. I take it. The
Oh,
one.
that's right. Yeah, because we were waiting on some information to come in last week, weren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We actually we settled on a place. It's the larger of the two places. So hopefully we could have people over in it and have a good time, and it'll fit all of our furniture, so we won't have to get rid of anything. Which I don't know. We could use getting rid of some stuff, but it'll be nice. And it's the best part. Best
Mhm.
part of the whole thing. Uh, Reserved parking space.
Really?
Oh yeah, yeah. Tough to beat. So especially, I mean, we're in the city now, so to have a reserved parking space is huge.
That's awesome. Is it
Yeah,
is it kind of like like around the building, or is it like is there like a designated parking like lot, or is it like just
there
on the street? There's designated spaces for you.
there is an actual parking lot.
No kidding. That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah, it's great, and it's all part of the rent, which is nice too.
Yeah, I remember when
So,
I remember when I moved into my first apartment, and I mean they had, it was a 4 unit building. They had a garage for one of the units, so obviously they paid a little bit extra. And then each other unit got 2 spaces each and all that. And the thing is like I had my pickup truck. Well, I still have my pickup truck, but I had my pickup truck then too. I always wanted to get that end parking spot because it was like
mm-hmm.
perfect. But the goofy thing was like the neighbor below me, um, she had the first 2 spots, and then I'll take the next spots over, and then the other one, it was kind of a vacant apartment still, which I don't know why I didn't take the bottom. I definitely should have took the bottom apartment. Anyways, neither here or there. Her
Mm-hmm.
boyfriend would always park um in one of my spots and never parked on the end, and I never understood why. So luckily we kind of came to an agreement. It's like, listen, if you're gonna park in this spot, just let me have the 2 end spots then. And they did, and I loved it. And the fact that I was parked in the back of the building, I felt so much safer. So,
Mm-hmm.
but you're
Yeah,
you're still up there in the you're more north now.
yeah. We will be way more north. Uh, yeah, almost. We'll be like right next to the lake, basically, and almost in Evanston.
Oh shit, yeah, okay, yeah, that's up
Yeah.
there.
Mm-hmm.
That is up there.
Yeah, but it's not. I mean, it sucks because we'll be farther away from everybody. But it'll also be nice because we'll each have like a 20-minute commute. I rode the train up today, and it's a 7-minute walk from where our apartment will be to the train station. So like Maddie's commute, if she decided not to drive, it would
Mhm.
still only be a maximum half-hour commute on
Really?
public transportation. Mm-hmm.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So and it would have a nice like 7-minute walk in between.
Well, you know what?
And
Regardless of what it is, you're closer to me than you would be if you lived in Lafayette.
that is true. That
Right?
is that is
Silver
accurate.
linings. Silver linings, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, you're a little closer to a Six Flags Great America if you're into that kind of thing.
I love Six Flags.
Yes,
Really.
not a
I
fan.
we could we could take the money that we're saving on parking and we could buy ourselves season passes.
Right. Maybe if Six Flags sponsors us, we could talk about them season passes.
Mm-hmm. I
Right?
hear that. Yeah.
Right.
I can see why you wouldn't like Six Flags though. By the way, those carts are tiny.
Yeah. I see. I'm more of a Fright Fest guy. I do enjoy
Mm.
those.
That's when
Um,
I go up.
yeah. I mean, the Screaming Eagle. Even in my fatter days, I was able to fit on the Screaming Eagle, and the one Batman ride that's indoors, I was able to.
Nice.
I couldn't do the fucking the night Dark Knight one, whatever the hell it is, where you're strapped in,
Mm.
and I couldn't do it. Like I'm not sure if it's because I was fat or it's because my shoulders too broad. I don't know what it is, but the shoulder thing couldn't come down like over me. So I thought, fuck it. If I can't ride it, I can't ride it. I just told my girlfriend go ahead and enjoy it and everything. She got off too, and I was like, that means a lot to me. But at the same time, it's like just fucking go ride the ride, you know?
Right. Go have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
But
do love Street. I do love Fright Fest though. It's so silly.
mhm.
It just makes me laugh. The whole time I'm there, I'm just laughing.
Yeah. Well,
But
and that's the thing too. When it comes to Fright Fest, it's kind of like the same thing with all these other haunted houses and everything. Like you go there because you go for like the sheer enjoyment of like the being scared or being startled and shit like that.
mm-hmm.
But it kind of ruins it when you're sitting there walking in. It's like don't touch the actors. The actors won't touch you. It's like, well, now you just kind of fucking ruin it.
Right.
It's right. Why don't you just say it like keep your hands away from the monsters? Just even something like that. It just sounds a little bit better than like don't touch the actors. Like when I do call them fucking actors, you just ruin the whole mood.
Yeah, you've broken the fourth wall
Right? It's like
at
it's
that
like
point.
people telling you to keep your hands off the strippers. It's like it's like common sense should have
Right.
kicked in eventually, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Like I know you don't have to tell me.
Right? But speaking
So.
of Marvel and everything,
Oh, you don't want to? How was your week? I didn't get a chance.
oh yeah, about me, my back is still fucked.
Hmm. I'm sorry
It
to hear
is.
that.
It is still bad. You know what? It was feeling a lot better over the weekend. I was like going up and down stairs pretty well, rolling
Mm-hmm.
out of bed okay, getting out of the chair okay. I was doing some laundry and some dishes and stuff. I go to work, it's kind of okay. Towards the afternoon, it started going downhill again. I don't know what it is, but I'm going on like this has got to be like day like 9 of back pain.
Ooh, have you been to the chiro yet?
4 times. Yeah, I went.
Oh my God, 4 times?
Mhm.
Dang.
Yeah, I gotta go again on Wednesday. I don't know what's going on. I saw. I don't know how Groupon found out, but Groupon knows I have back pain and was offering me this Groupon to go to some place in Lamont that could do like $1,100 worth of work for $65.
Oh.
So I'm thinking about that. I don't know. It's like it's not that I don't trust my chiropractor. It's just like I need something different. I mean, like this is 4 times now. I go in there.
Right.
She does that. They don't call it an adjustment. They call it a manipulation.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, so she's done that. And every time she does it, I feel great. Like I walked in and I was all hunched over. I looked like a princess,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just like I can't do this. And then she does the manipulation. I get up and I feel great. I'm like I don't feel any pain at all of a sudden I start walking to my car and I'm like, okay, this is starting to hurt. I sit down because I wanted to go hit the local CVS to see if they can find like a lumbar support thing that I can bring to work with me, to kind of like give me some more lumbar support because a lot of
Sure.
my pain comes from me being at work. And
Mm.
they didn't have any there, so I ordered one online, so it should be on Wednesday. But just like getting in and out of the car and it's just like I can't fucking do it. I don't know what it is. I wish I could figure it out, but I'm gonna go to her tomorrow. And if it don't work out, then I'm probably gonna buy that Groupon because that Groupon's cheaper than insurance.
For
So
sure.
yeah.
Absolutely.
And the thing is, like, they give you uh they give you like 3 adjustments, 3 decompressions for your spine, an X-ray, a consultation, all that shit for $69.
Oh, that's worth it.
Yeah, so I was like, figure fucking why not? Like I need to
Yeah.
do something. Fucking stepdaddy Carl wants me to go on that inversion table at their house, and I know I exceed the weight limit on that fucking thing, so there ain't no way in hell I'm gonna get on that.
Mm-hmm. Fair
Uh,
enough there. Yeah, the one time that I went to a chiropractor for a while, I messed up my back, and it took I think
mm,
3 or 4 adjustments over a couple of weeks to get me, and I'm still not fully right, but
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, well, I thought maybe if I get the adjustment down and I start feeling myself, maybe I'll start scheduling like massages or something, like Massage Envy or something like
Oh,
that,
for sure, for
every three
sure.
months or something like that, just to keep me loose. Because like I thought for the longest time it was like a muscle thing, but it's not a muscle thing. It's a spine and a disc thing that it's weird
Mm,
because the pain was centralized for like the last 4 days, but before that it was somewhere else, and now it's somewhere else. And she's like, I mean, there's a problem when the doctor tells you, Travis, I don't know what your back is doing. It's
right,
like, well, neither do I. That's why I'm here, and
right. If you don't know and I don't know,
right.
I'm
So
heading to Lamont.
yeah, it's like I'm on my way. I'm only
But
like 25 minutes from there when after work and shit. It's just yeah, there's not really much more I can do. I played
yeah,
Dungeons and Dragons on Friday. I hit level 4, so I'm happy with that.
nice, nice.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Um, we we're gonna continue to play. I think we're gonna do a bi-weekly thing, but we may move it to Saturdays. I don't know how that's gonna work with my whole wrestling stuff going on
Mm,
and stuff, but play it
right.
by ear. But again, you and Lady Science are still more welcome to come join us.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, we just gotta get that figured out.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of science, so Marvel movies.
Yeah, perfect.
Hey, fun fact: I take it Avenger Endgames is still in theaters right now.
It is, but not all of them,
No. Well,
as I found out.
they're only. I think this is only 57 million away from being number one at the box office.
Really?
Well,
Oh man, so close.
I'm assuming 270,031 is actually more billions. It's gotta be in billions, right?
I honestly, yeah, probably. Yeah,
Well,
it's got to
yeah,
be. It's
it's
got to
got to
be.
be billions. 200, what is it? 2,000 or 2.7 billion, I guess. It's got to be.
Dang. Yeah, it's got to be 2.7 billion.
Yeah. So that means they're only 50 million away from hitting from being on Avatar. So they really just gotta just have one more week. So they're like, this is the last week for Endgames. Get in there, and all people are like, I gotta go check it out. And see, I mean, they blew them out of the water for domestic. It's that
Mm-hmm.
overseas where they're really getting it. So
I can see that.
yeah, which is weird because I mean, like, I don't know why I'm so infatuated with the fact I want Marvel Endgames to be number one.
Mm-hmm.
Even though because even with the fact that I believe that for me Infinity Wars was better,
Mm.
but I might be the only one.
I don't know. Definitely the only one on this podcast right now.
Right, definitely.
But there's only two of us, so it's not a good sample size.
What is your best and your what is your most favorite and least favorite of all 22 has it been? So of all 22, what has been your most favorite and your least favorite?
My most favorite. Oh man, that's embarrassing. I don't know why it's embarrassing, but my most favorite is probably. See, I got to see it again to be sure. If I saw it again, I would know for sure it's Endgame.
hmm
But without having seen it again, I'm gonna say Ragnarok, Thor Ragnarok.
It's the
My
it's the
oh, good.
comedy. It's the comedy aspect of it, right? That gets
Mm-hmm.
you. Yeah.
100%. And also I love the Hulk is my favorite Avenger.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And so it was great to have him be in that movie that way. And then also Thor is one of my other favorites, and I feel like the other two movies didn't capture Thor the way that he was supposed to be, and this
hmm
one did. So, because he's supposed to be like in the comics, he is dumb as hell,
hmm
and that doesn't come across in the first two movies. In the first two movies, he seems like he's almost intelligent, and in Thor Ragnarok, like the fact that he does makes that joke about like, oh, you can't talk to me because I'm spinning around,
Yeah.
you know, or like the what was the Revengers joke. Like I love that so much. So it's just it captured Thor for me, and then it also just to have the Hulk I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
Um,
The one thing I do like about it, and trust me, we're gonna get to your least favorite.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, good.
but
I've got to stall anyway because I got to remember. I got to decide.
um, the one thing I do like, especially when it comes to Thor as a character, is like when you have obviously Thor wasn't in all 22. He was probably in like what, maybe like 10 of them or whatever the hell it was.
That's
I don't
fine.
know the numbers. But I like how, I mean, when you look at all the characters, obviously all the characters have evolved in like their personalities. Like their personalities changed, either whether it been slightly or a complete 180. But I think Thor has, been that character that's probably like changed so much out of everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Going from like, like he's supposed to be like, the ruler of Asgard to he's the fucking dude.
Absolutely.
And I think it's incredible because the thing is like it doesn't, regardless of, whether it's, Thor or Thor from like, Age of Ultron or Thor from Ragnarok or Thor from Endgames, it still never loses that, or even Infinity Wars, it never loses the intensity of like who he is and what he's capable of doing. I mean, fucking fat fuck Thor still destroyed a bunch of the fucking guys in the Endgame movie.
Right.
And it's amazing to think. I'm like, there we go. The Big Lebowski's fucking tearing shit up.
Goddamn right. I
But
love
like,
it.
but yeah, I mean, Endgames was great. I think the thing is, like, maybe if I watch Endgames one more time, like, I'll fucking like, be more. I just wish Captain Marvel was more involved in it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, I wasn't a huge fan of her not being more involved in it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, but at the same time, you can make the argument. It's like, maybe she was, involved in it in just enough. Because if she was involved in it more, maybe shit changes and things can be a lot easier.
Right.
But I just wish that she was more involved. And I even heard that her parts in Captain America: Infinity War was recorded before even she did Captain Marvel,
Mm-hmm.
which was nuts.
Yeah, that's what I read too.
But what's your least favorite?
I think it's a really hard choice. It's either got to be Thor: World,
Hmm.
or it's got to be Iron Man 3.
Okay.
Uh, I think both of those movies are objectively bad movies. And then also just like with Thor: The Dark World, I don't know. It was just bad. And like I hated it even though everything around the movie should have been good. I went and I saw it with Ryan the night before I was raised to my third degree.
Hmm.
Uh we were staying at Grandma and Papa's house. We had a great pizza on the way to the theater. We had ham and egg sandwiches after the movie because we didn't tell Grandma and Papa that we'd eaten dinner. Uh,
That's right. You can't turn down a ham and egg sandwich. Can't do it.
no, not when they stayed up to make it for you.
That's right. You can't do it. You can't be those people.
No, nope, can't do it. Uh, I mean, there were so many things that should have made it a good movie, just in terms of like my mood going into it, and
Mhm.
it was just bad. Christopher Eccleston's in it. I love Christopher Eccleston. He
Yep.
was terrible as that dark elf. Uh, Natalie Portman was fine, but it was also like the worst role for her since she was Padme Amidala. Like, oh my god, it was just a bad movie. And then like so it's like you got to rank them in terms of like if you had a choice between what you would watch right now and what you'd not watch right now. Between those two movies, I don't know which one I wouldn't want to watch less, if that makes any sense. A lot of double negatives there. But with Iron Man 3, like so Iron Man kicks off the entire MCU and is excellent. And then Iron Man 2 was really good, I thought. I really liked Mickey Rourke in it as Whiplash. But then we
Hmm.
get to Iron Man 3 and you have like all of these different things. You have Pepper Potts in an Iron Man suit for the first time. You have a plot to rescue the president where he is saved by a an artificially intelligent suit that flies out of nowhere and grabs him. You have Ben Kingsley, Sir Ben Kingsley, as the Mandarin, who is one of the greatest villains in the MCU in general and in the Iron Man comics in particular. And it turns out he's just an actor. He's not anybody. He doesn't matter at all the entire movie. And then you have like Fing Fang Foom just kind of jammed in there. Terrible. So bad. And like I can't that's probably the Marvel movie I was most hyped to walk into and
Yeah.
walked out of most disappointed.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's a toss up between those two, I think.
Yeah. Well, I
I
know.
would rather watch Eric Bana's Hulk than either of those two movies.
Was it the Ed Norton Hulk is my least favorite Marvel movie out of the 22 because
That's fair.
the Banner one isn't part of it, right?
No, you're right. I meant Ed Norton. Ed Norton's my number third worst.
It was I think it was either late 2018 or early 2019. Clint was on the show, and we ranked all of our Marvel like everything we liked 20 through 1 because this was before Captain Marvel, before Endgames.
Mm-hmm.
We did 20 through 11 on this freaking show, and then we finished up the top 10 over on Geek Dig Pod. And I think I put Infinity Wars number one because again that was before Endgames came out, and right now I'm still feeling Infinity War over Endgames, but I just put the Hulk at the bottom because it's nothing against the Hulk. Like I like Ruffalo when he plays the Hulk, and
I think he's great. Yeah.
it was just like for some reason like, I couldn't get into it. I couldn't be drawn into the Incredible Hulk movie. And the big thing
Mm,
is like I don't base it off of like graphics or story. Like well, I guess like correction. I guess I do because I base it on watchability. Like how many times can I rewatch it?
right.
And like I'm sitting there, I'm trying to buy all the Avenger movie or all the Marvel movies, the MCU universe movies because I want to have the entire collection. But I don't want to spend ridiculous money on it. Like I'm not gonna spend $22 on buying Doctor Strange on fucking Blu-ray. I think I'll wait for it to come down in price because I don't want to spend more than like $15 on it. So I'll wait till the sale comes on. Fucking Ed
Sure.
Norton's fucking Hulk is like $9, and I'm still like, it's still too much.
I agree with you.
Right? I'm like,
It's
fuck.
a it's in a category of movies that I call I would it's a great movie to fall asleep to on TNT at 2 in the morning.
Oh god, that's the perfect way to describe it. Yeah, it's like It's like that's the kind of movie that you want to watch right before infomercials,
Yes, exactly.
right? Or that movie could be the commercial to infomercials.
Right. Like that show that what used to be on Dinner and a Movie where they always had it was always a really crappy movie
Mm-hmm.
and they'd cut back and forth between them like teaching you how to cook the meal and then they're eating the meal and it's like boy that was a scene, huh?
Right.
How about this chicken? Like
Ed Norton's Hulk is the movie that plays on the TV Guide channel.
yes. Yes, absolutely.
It's the thing that you could play in the background when you're listening to locally broadcast networks of like current event and news that's happening in your village.
Right. I'm
That's
completely with you.
that's what the Ed Norton Hulk is.
Yeah. But that's also to me like that's why it's my third least favorite because if the other two were playing like if Iron Man 3 or Thor the Dark World were on either of
Yeah.
those channels I'd change it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I just wouldn't have it on.
They're the kind of thing. They're like YouTube advertisements that give you about 4 seconds before you can skip it.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, obviously, with the end games, it's the end of the that phase. What is it, phase 3, I guess.
Phase 3. Yeah, and it's
Um,
the end of the first major arc.
yeah, and I was looking. I saw like over the last couple of days, the last few days, like there's been leaks and stuff of what's potentially coming up. I don't know what's true, what's not, because everything out there, is just up for grabs. I mean, obviously, we are supposed to see Hugh Jackman in Endgames, and that didn't fucking happen unless he was in the background and we missed it.
Right. I think we would
Um,
know by now.
yeah, but
If people found Howard the Duck, you'd think we'd find a guy in yellow spandex.
but I heard Osmond Green Goblin is potentially supposed to be the next Thanos type villain in the face.
Yeah, I've heard that
What?
too, played by I can't remember his name. The governor from The Walking Dead.
Yeah, it's funny. I looked it up earlier today, and when I saw the article come through to kind of confirm everything, because I saw a lot of things about the Spider-Man like spoilers and stuff like that. I'm like, well, I don't want to spoil it. Like, I really want to watch the movie and everything. And all of a sudden something comes up saying like Green Goblin's gonna be the villain of Phase 4, and I'm like, wait, what? And then they gave the guy's name. I can't remember what it was, but he does play in The Walking Dead.
Yeah,
But
David
I don't,
Morrissey. I just found it.
yeah, but I don't see how Osmond can be considered a Thanos kind of villain.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
When it comes to like villains like that, like I think I was like even Abomination from the Hulk would be more of a Thanos type villain. But I mean, obviously, Ed Norton destroyed him in that movie, so you can't really like back that up.
Right.
But I did notice that Black Widow's finally having their movie. It's currently filming now. It's coming out May of next year.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that one, just because of I mean, spoiler alert, but it's been, several months, so
Yeah.
but the fact that they killed her off like that and then now
Mhm.
they have to do a sequel. They forced them or a prequel. They
Yeah.
forced themselves into doing backstory and it's like I love that they're doing a Black Widow movie. Love it. Very into
Yeah.
that. Could not be less interested in the backstory of a character who's now dead. It has
Yeah.
absolutely no bearing on the present. Like I'll probably go see it because I'm that guy,
hmm
but I couldn't be less interested.
if I had a choice, like if Disney came up to me and was like, Travis, we want to make a Black Widow movie. When should we release it? In my opinion, I would have released it 1 or 2 movies after Iron Man 2 when she made her first appearance.
Mm-hmm.
Probably following like the first Avengers.
I'm with you. Or like if you make the decision because you see how well Wonder Woman did,
Yeah.
then like release it last year. You know.
Yeah.
Like
So
surely Marvel has enough money and time to put something together that quickly.
yeah. But yeah, I hear like because I didn't really look into the synopsis of it, but it's all going to occur before um she meets Hawkeye. So it's like, I think it falls more into like her like villainous like Russian.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much that's like really gonna involve. And the thing is, we already have so much history on Shield and what's the fucking octopus crew? Hydra.
Hydra.
Hydra being so in depth. It's like there's really no surprise there anymore.
Right, I'm with you. I'm with you.
So
There's nothing. It's so hard to do anything new. And then like you mix in the fact that it's been 11 years
mhm.
since Iron Man debuted, which means that like Scarlett Johansson's 11 years older than she was. And I'm not, whatever, but it's been 11 years. Their bodies change over 11 years. It's going
Yeah.
to be unless maybe they're getting somebody else to play young Natasha. Like I can't. It's going to be so difficult to watch her as a de-aged character the entire movie.
Yeah.
You know,
Phew. I
like
think I think the girl who played Paige from Find With My Family, she could be a pretty good fucking Black Widow from like the orphanage era. But
yeah,
I mean, the whole movie's it's gonna have to be CGI'd.
right. And that's I mean it's fine. I don't really. It's not that I have a huge problem with it. It's just I know it's going to be distracting.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know, and I just don't understand. The other thing is, at a certain point, like why are you making this movie? Are you making it because we need more movies about female characters?
I think that's exactly what it is, man. I think they're
And
trying
that's
to.
and that's fine. I'm into that as the idea. But like why the Black Widow at that point? There are
Yeah.
so many other interesting characters. And like Marvel Comics is huge. There are so many possibilities and you're going to pick one who
Mhm.
like we've seen it all, I think at this point. I don't know that there's anything that we don't know that would be new.
No, I mean, like, I think kind of Age of Ultron kind of like gave us her backstory, and it talked about she went to the orphanage place. They trained her how to be a spy. They did a surgery to prevent her from having kids. She met fucking Hawkeye, who turned her into a double agent for Shield. It's like we lived all that now. Like
Right.
I don't know what else they could really do unless they fucking finally do that. What's that fucking inside joke, Budapest or whatever the fuck it is between her and Hawkeye?
Oh yeah, whatever that is. I mean that would be interesting to see, but like it comes down it's like J.K. Rowling with her Dumbledore's gay and Hermione liked waterworks. Like who cares? Stop
Mhm.
ruining. I don't need to know. It was cool as an inside joke between them. It developed their character. I don't need to go back and see it.
Yeah.
You know, I don't understand why they're doing it this way. There's so
Mhm.
many there's so many other options. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah. No,
A
you're fine.
dog with a bone.
Uh, Eternals are gonna probably release November of 2020. So I don't know too much about the Eternals, but I'm
I don't
assuming they're more
know.
godlike people.
Yeah. Well, I think like Ego, Star Lord's dad was an Eternal. I believe that like Jeff Goldblum's character, the Grandmaster, I believe he's an Eternal.
Really?
I think so.
So are the Eternals more like Zeus and shit from like Hercules
Oh, I'm thinking
from like Greek
Celestials. I'm
mythology?
sorry.
Ooh, Celestials.
Yeah, I'm confusing them. Let
Hmm.
me. I wonder if there's just a list of these that I
Well,
could
yeah,
find.
you look up Eternals. I want to run through these because I don't want to take up too much more of
Yeah,
our
go ahead. Go
listeners'
ahead.
time.
Sorry.
No, you're fine, man. Yeah, let me know if you comment on Eternals. So Black Panther 2 is gonna come out in February 2021. Doctor Strange 2 is gonna come out in May of 21. Shang-Chi, which I believe is the first Asian Marvel superhero in the movie outside of Doctor Strange. That's coming November 2021. Captain Marvel 2 is coming out February 2022. Guardians of the Galaxy is May of 22. And then Fantastic Four is coming out July of 22.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I think that's at least the
Ooh,
beginning
July
of
of
next phase.
22.
July 22.
Nice. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to the Fantastic Four. Hopefully, finally getting a good movie.
Yeah, we're 3 years away, Joe.
That's fine.
Yeah, so we had to look forward to. I see. Yeah, because I don't know. Is there any other Marvel movies coming out this year? Or is this it? I can't remember. I was looking to.
Spider-Man: Far From Home, I think, is
That's
the
right.
last one. But it's. I mean, you could argue that's a Sony movie, but I guess it is the same Tom Holland Spider-Man. So I don't know. That one looks good. I walked out of Endgame like, okay, I'm done with the MCU. And then I saw the trailer for Far From Home and I was like, well, Guess I'm gonna go see that.
What'd you
So I'm not.
what'd you
I'm
find
not
out about
finding it.
Eternals?
I'm
Not
not
about
finding any information. The crazy thing, there's a huge um, Wikipedia entry, but none of it is specific enough that I can skim it and find the information I want.
Sons of Vicious.
So, but the Celestials are different from the Eternals, but they show up. So, like Ego is a Celestial, but he shows up in Eternals #1. So I don't really know.
Oh shit!
I'm
Fucking call
confused.
back. What, motherfucker? Call
What?
back. Remember I was saying how the girl who played Paige from Fight with My Family make a good younger Scarlett Johansson
Oh,
or
yeah.
Black Widow? Apparently she's in the movie.
Nice.
Call that
Paige,
shit.
Finding My Family.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
oh,
Fight with My Family. That's the movie based on the WWE superstar Paige, which is a great movie. You should definitely check it out. But Florence Pugh is in it's an undisclosed role, so I don't know if she's gonna be like a young Scarlett Johansson or. Let's see. Development of the Black Widow film begins in April 2004 by Lionsgate. Attaches a written document. Blah blah blah. I don't think it really tells us what the.
oh yeah, I see that now. Okay.
Holy shit! She's gonna make $20 million to star in this and producing it. Good for her. Get that fucking money. But yeah, no, I'm excited for it. But yeah, it looks like Spider-Man's gonna be the last Marvel movie of the year until Black Widow comes out in 2020, which is fine. Which is fine. It's nice
Nice.
to take a break from it. I heard Dark Phoenix took a shit. That's
That's
all
what I
I'm
heard too.
about.
Which I haven't watched an X-Men movie, with the exception of Logan. I haven't seen an X-Men movie since First Class, so I'm not like hurt at all by that.
Oh, you should watch. You should watch Apocalypse. That's a
I've
good.
heard. I've heard it's really good.
Yeah, watch that one. It's a very good one. But beyond that, Joe, what are you freaking thinking?
Um, what am I freaking thinking?
What are you freaking thinking?
That is a good question.
You know,
I really haven't been doing all that much. I've been freaking thinking about a lot of. I've been watching a lot of stand-up comedy lately. I've been watching some Dave Chappelle and some Wanda Sykes and some
Bert,
comedians in cars getting coffee.
Bert Kreitzer. Did you watch Bert Kreitzer
Oh,
yet?
I did watch his new one.
God,
Really.
Secret Time.
Oh my
God,
God, I laughed so hard, especially his last joke about the basketball players.
yeah.
Oh,
I love.
so funny.
He's coming to Chicago, I think, and sometime this fall.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, I want to try to get out there and check him out. I
Hmm.
love him. He's funny.
He's hilarious. I love at the beginning. I didn't realize. I must have just not been paying that much attention when I watched The Machine.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, when he walks out on stage with a shirt on, and I thought, oh, that's interesting. Maybe he'll be wearing a shirt this episode or this special, and then he takes his shirt off. I was like, oh, okay, nope,
Oh yeah, within like the first minute.
yeah. And I was like, oh, okay. I didn't know what to expect, but it was like it immediately was like, oh, okay, the show has started.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like James Acaster or Acaster. I'm not sure how to say his last name. He's a British bloke.
Okay.
Um, he walks out on stage. He has a 4-part special on Netflix called Repertoire, and I watched the first one. And he comes out. His whole first joke is about how there were these ice skating Olympians who added like an extra 16 minutes to their show because the time that the judges recorded only counted when their skates were on the ice, and so they came out onto the ice and then immediately kneeled and did a bunch of their routine on their knees. So he walks out on stage and he grabs the mic and he immediately kneels. And the whole first 15 minutes of his show are a joke about how the show doesn't start until he stands up. And it was like it was surprisingly hilarious. I'm not doing it justice describing it,
And that's on
but
Netflix.
yeah, it's on Netflix. It's called James Acaster, Acaster, and it's called Repertoire. He looks like Michael, our little brother,
Nice.
but in a suit.
Yeah, suit.
Yeah,
So like a ventriloquist dummy, but like 7 feet tall.
yeah, basically.
Perfect.
Yeah, but what about you? What are you freaking thinking this week?
A lot of my thoughts have been kind of like, my whole back being messed up and everything. But beyond that, um, Just Freaking Wrestling does have a Patreon. I think I mentioned that to you before. I kind of talked to you about it, and we're gonna start looking. We have a tier on that Patreon that offers a fifth episode a month, to where we kind of dive into like conspiracies and tragedies of wrestling, and we're gonna start recording those coming up here in the next couple weeks. Get those ready for when we do get those Patreons who sign up for those tiers. They're ready to go.
Nice.
So yeah, so and like I mentioned earlier, I did use my credits at Audible through the audibletrial.com/freaknet. And I got some wrestling books to kind of like help us with those shows. So the first show we're gonna work on is gonna be the behind the scenes of Bruiser Brody. So we're gonna talk about that and everything. And like I said, like every month we're always gonna release another one, so on and so forth. But I did buy a book about the tragedy of Bret Hart or Chris Benoit.
Mm.
So I'm really excited to start listening to that. Probably gonna start listening to that tomorrow on my way to work and get through that. And so I'm super excited for that. And also, the whole Patreon thing. Like we got our first two Patreons over the weekend. So I'm really excited for that. They got the developmental tiers, so we're gonna start building them. We're gonna create wrestling bios for them. So I'm really excited for that, and just starting that whole adventure on being a Patreon. So
Nice. That's
yeah.
fantastic.
So
Congratulations.
well, thanks. I appreciate it. If anyone out there is a wrestling fan and you know the show and you want to help support the show, you go to patreon.com/JFW and become a Patreon and get some, funny, goofy things and stuff like that. Just help out the show. So,
Nice.
but speaking of other shows, Joe, obviously everyone knows that you're a host of this freaking show where they catch you here, usually on Thursdays or Fridays or whatever the fuck they listen to you for about an hour once a week. Well, just like me, just an hour of Cartoon Joe isn't enough. So where can we send our listeners to catch more Cartoon Joe?
I tell you, if you need some more Cartoon Joe, head on over to the Geekcast Live podcast at gcl.ninja. You can also find us on Facebook, iTunes, Google Play, and Twitter by searching Geekcast Live.
Nice. If you guys want to follow us on social media, you can find us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at This Freaking Show. And also, if you have a friend who hasn't heard the show but you think they'd enjoy it, they can find us on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Podbean, Stitcher, Player FM, and something else. I mean, literally any phone, any tablet, any laptop, any computer, they'll be able to find us no problem. All you gotta do is search This Freaking Show. And if you're listening to us on iTunes, real quickly, give us a 5-star rating, give us a review, tell us how we're doing. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you want to be a guest of the show or anything, if you want to give us an idea of what you want us to talk about, go to thisfreakingshow@yahoo.com and email us and say, hey, listen, long time listener, first time responder, blah, blah, blah. Maybe you should talk about this, because we like the feedback from our fans because what helps keep us doing what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks again to Audible for being a sponsor of the show. Again, 30-day free trial plus 2 credits to get books through Audible. All you gotta do is go to audibletrial.com/freaknet. Also to wearedeputized.com where you get a high quality knit tie for just $15. Use the promo code Freakin, Freakin, at the end when you're checking out to get free shipping. If you like t-shirts and you want to get some t-shirts from This Freaking Show, all you gotta do is go to tpublic.com, search TFS, get yourself a This Freaking Show t-shirt, a Follow Your Star t-shirt. We're gonna start working on Cartoon Joe and Awkward Colin t-shirts as soon as we come up with some ideas and get their designs. So the things are out there for you people. The show is here for you. Make it part of you. As always, I am Travesty.
And I'm Cartoon Joe.
And thank you for listening to another episode of This Freaking Show. I'm out.